see how this works out for me. If they act, I'll just have to react. Did I just take a stupid line that I didn't realize was so stupid? It's probably a better way to do it. Then again, they are going to lose, but I'll just lose out more here. Doing the best I can with the very little that I have here. Don't want to hear no lip about it. Jake, it's Paraguay all over again. They're going to stack a dozen divs on the very defendable capital. That's fine though, I just need to not be daft about it. Still though, 6k is a lot to lose. I wonder just how much of that is to fighting and how much is to attrition. Oh dear. So Japan are going for the Netherlands, they probably want that rubber. Well, who's going to win between you two? Not my concern, I'm staying the heavens out of this one. Alright, we broke on through to a degree, but we still don't have very defendable territory here. If only I was taking the mountains. Not sure how well this cut-off technique is going to work. But either my estimations are suffering or their numbers are suffering. Can be hard to tell. Oh, shoot. Well, that's punishing for me, but at least we have backup coming in. As they continue to space out here. Aye, true. I did declare war on China, and I won't have anybody say otherwise. Right, they're not marching in there. Operation Slice the Country is, well, facing complications, shall we say. But to cut off some of them will give me a lovely advantage. This is kind of why I wanted at least some motorized divisions. But the motorized one would just pull ahead, and it wouldn't do all that much good for me. Was it barbaric, or was it a fitting end? Most barbaric. Goodbye, Leon Trotsky. Man ahead of his time. Checks, I really don't have the numbers to be keeping this up. Even with just extensive conscription, they probably have more manpower than I do. But I gotta make my mark in the world, and if that means carving my way through Iran, then I'm going to try it. That means cutting off my units suicidally like this, and it's going to be tried. I should be resting up and getting more organization back before I try this. But it does offer them a chance to cut me off like that. Just a couple more pushes and I would have them down. But I am stretching this thin. The border gore galore. Yeah, it doesn't end, does it? I got all these untrained troops who I could send in. They would take a while to get there, but at least they would be numbers. And numbers is what I need. They're getting on the job training anyway. We'll have you just hold out there. We'll get the two that actually have some org to attack. They'll be there in a day. You'll be there in 2 days. So one of you just hold them off. Suicidal, I agree. Oh man, my org is melting. My everything is melting when I do that. I think a whole heap of my men are dying when I try that. All to just keep you able to get there. Alright, hang tight. We'll be alright, lads. soon as I have these guys pocketed off, should help dramatically. I have a lot of dead weight in the south, though. I could well trim off one or two of you just to get the necessary numbers up there. Oh, swell, we got it. Jeez, this war is going longer than I wanted it to anyway. Need that doctrine effort. We're struggling on the doctrines. And I do want recon. I want all of this stuff. I want my units to not be so garbage. I want mechanized as well. I just want everything. Get that extra leg infantry soft attack. I think he knows what I'm doing here. How could he not? Oh dear, oh dear. He's so strong. Oh wait, no, I'm the one that's strong here. That's nice. But we still are not going to be holding out well against this. He's attacking with 8 divisions to my 1 from multiple locations. So yeah, he knows he can destroy me, and he's right. And these guys, yeah, they're scattering. That means these guys are going to lose, and they're going to come on in and take this. It's actually me the one getting cut off instead of them, which is bad news for me. Unfortunate. And on comes the sad music. Okay, that is terrible. No, they're gonna get cut off and destroyed. Maybe better just to have these guys removed rather than face annihilation there. But we still don't have very defendable territory. Ah, you're at it as well. Right. Everybody, we need to fall back here. Because that went, shall we say, poorly. At least with this we can be across the river. But I need you on that line. Oops. And maybe I don't have to fall back so far. Alternatively, I could call in my good friend. I don't want to. He's also extremely busy. It would give me new opportunities of somewhere to attack from. Would also further encourage them to join a faction, most likely. Kind of guessing on that one, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay. The fact that they have so much combat width here tells me that their divisions are a lot better than mine. They may or may not have artillery on them, but they're going to have a lot more units in them. Reminder that my infantry division, even my inf art, is pathetic with only 2 infantry units. So even though in terms of divisions they may outnumber me slightly, when it comes to the units in said divisions they outnumber me massively. Okay, just get yourself away from there. Jake, how's the European front doing? Let's see. It would actually seem that the Soviets are pushing into the Germans, because the Germans have to fight this in a couple of ways. I think I will call in the Soviets and see what they do here. They seem to be doing alright, so you are now helping me out with this. If the Iranians decide to join... Oh, the Iranians joined the Axis. Well, damn. Guess I'm not leaving this out anytime soon. Alright, well, whether I like it or not, I'm now in this world war. Which includes Japan. Thank God I'm being defended there by the Soviets. Non-aggression pact from all of the allies. Well, I just accidentally a World War II. I lost 14,000 men there. I lost worst against Paraguay, but at least I ordered a retreat in good time here. I might just tell everybody to get out there. They can have on-the-job training. Oh, they need at least a certain amount of... Oop. Oh, shoot. That was an accident. So I do all the way down to about 10,000 or so. That'll be fine. You guys train up, but I don't want you to have a deployment area, and you guys... you know what? Why don't you do something daring and just march your way through Japan? Actually, that's a surefire way to get you all killed, but I do want my goodies from Japan. Now I gotta focus on Iran here. Let's have you strategically deploy your way over there. Jake, what country are you? Here we are. We are the Union of Red Dragons, aka Bhutan. Alright, we're way away from getting that, so let's not worry too much about it. Getting a bit of decryption will help against our enemies. A wee touch, at least. But there's still so much that I want. We've got a doctrine bonus, so... tanks and armor variants, as if we have said. Industry is so-so, it'll remain so. But a bit of decryption would help us fighting. Yeah, we'll get some faster research going on. Well, we've entered World War. I don't think we're going to be coming out of this World War anytime soon, but at least we're here. With a bit of Soviet backup. Jake, would you recommend this game for full price it has on Steam at the moment? Well, that's a bit of an unfair question since I worked on it, so of course you should buy 20 copies. But even though I'm getting my teeth kicked in on a regular basis, I'm enjoying this. Probably because I'm playing as these crappy small nations. But still, I'm alive. It's more than I can say for many of the men of my country, but that's their problem. Okay, it'd be pretty hard for me to punch my way through here. But what'll I do? What will I do? You guys have your battle plan still along here. Let's get rid of that fallback line, because you still have this as your defense order. You are entrenched, which is good. Okay, just take it as an example here. This is 2 of my divisions versus 2 of his divisions. In terms of combat width, I am 14 and he is 40. So that means he has a whole lot more in his divisions than I do. So this is our 2 infantry. Let's make it fair. This is our infantry and artillery. How much more infantry does it take to make it that much combat width? Combat width 11, 13, 17, 19. So I'm going to hazard a guess that they have 9 infantry in each of their divisions. I've got 2. That is why the Persians are destroying me. Well, that is one of the many reasons that the Persians are destroying me. Simply did not have enough units in the battlefield to actually do my cutoff, which is a shame because I was close with that. Good night, Poland. But with that capitulation and the pact already broken, Poland did not stand a chance. That said, the French are holding on admirably. The nationalist Spain have remained factionless. They have not joined the Reich in the Axis. If they did, that would be a good night for you. And this is nice. The land is actually getting occupied in my name. As it should. This is unfortunate that they're occupying this state in the name of the Soviet Union. Whereas I get this crappy little one. Oh well. No war between Comintern and the Allies, which is great news. So I could help my Soviet friends. But I do like the fact that they're bleeding for me. I've done plenty of bleeding around here. Jinx their losses. I imagine the conquest looked a lot more impressive in El Salvador. That's because I got the ball rolling quick and fast against nations that were much weaker than me. I had Tibet and Nepal, which were slightly stronger but still defeatable. Inviting the Soviets against Xinjiang, I'm wondering if that was a good move or not. Cut up the amount of land that I could take. It forced me to remain in the Comintern. Made me rush things a bit too much. Still taking them on with as little that I had. Didn't seem very hot no matter which way you cut it. I still got this war goal against Iraq that's going to expire shortly. Could, would, and maybe should just attack them. We'll see what my allies say when they join in. And again, this will probably drag them into... Oh. Iraq joined the Axis, that's fine. And of course the Finnish joined the Axis, so it's just another one involved in this war. Did I ever finish that military police? It's coming. We'll just keep the Soviets busy. I'm sure they'll be fine. Greece have joined the Allies. Italy declared war on the Greece. Okay, so that's just more for the fascists to chew up, and that's good for me. I want the fascists to have a hard time. But we're advancing thanks to Soviet deaths. Maybe we can make good of this. You still have a lot of troops. So yeah, it takes me drawing in 10 divisions against their 3 to have a superior combat width, but wow, we blew through that. Continue to blow through all that. Go our glorious artillery. Put them in their place. Jake, why do you only have 2 infantry in your divisions? Is it a manpower issue? Look at my manpower. 1 division costs 1,000 manpower. I have 9,000 manpower spare. It's not looking good for me in that sense. What do we get here? 100% ahead of time penalty reduction. When are weapons 3 out? Yep, I'm having that. But I also wanted my secret weapons, but no, we're going to go for equipment effort. Weapons 3 are really nice. So where can I even push with you guys? I would like to take the capital before the Soviets race there, but if I just march towards it, we're probably going to die, because they still have all their units hitting around here. But there is Kerman here. How about we split? Yes, so they have much better combat width there. So once we pull out of that, I'm going to take half of you and back you up there. Good night, Yugoslavia. Jake, do you think there'll be added national focuses for all the nations eventually? Well, I can't really say whether it's going to be one way or another, but I imagine it won't be too far away from what Europa had. I actually have a need for artillery. That bodes badly for me. I've got a fair chunk of artillery here. I wonder why it says I still need some. Probably to flesh out these. Maybe, maybe not. Now I'm well aware I don't want to get cut off here. But my units should be wise enough to... Oh, swell, that's their new capital. Did you take Mosul already? Ha, don't doubt the Soviet tanks. Alright, I guess I'll take their other capital and we'll see just how keen they are on being in this war. If they capitulate, then probably a lot of it will go to the Soviets, which is bad news for me. I want to get to their new capital before they do. They'll be there in 2 days. I'll be there in 3 days. Stop them. Again, you're trying to get there, but you won't be there in time. Yeah, low supply, but that's hardly my issue right now. Alright, there we go. Attacked from multiple sides, and your tactics broken. But you got this. Oh wait, no, that's the Soviets attacking them. Never mind that. The Soviets can lose all they want. And Iran becomes ever closer to capitulation. They need to lose a few more cities here. This one, this one, this one should be good enough. These guys are completely cut off. I could, would, and should be taking advantage of that. I think I see the problem here. I never assigned my divisions to this defensive line, did I? No, I did not. Well, now you are. Except you folks. I need you to go and destroy them. That'll be easy since they're out of supply. Military police at long last. Soon I'll be able to make my military police divisions. I still want recon, but I also want weapons, and I want mechanized. But we'll go for that, for all that armor that we don't have. Jake, are there fortifications that you can put on those defender provinces? There are, but I don't have the civilian factory capacity to be building up, which is regrettable. Alright, you guys, you need to join in there and also be assigned to this. Forgot about those guys that we deployed and had to move out here. Alright, that cuts that off and helps us all that bit closer towards getting everything we need. But I feel that they will probably capitulate to the Soviet Union since they're the leader here. And I don't think the Soviet Union will actually. Could I have control of Azerbaijan, please? And for that matter, I want Julia as well. Yeah, they refused. Go figure. Alright, so Soviet Union thinks that handing you control of occupation would give you an unfair share of occupied territory. But why? I've been fighting more in this war than you could possibly imagine, you fool. They're armored. Not armored enough. Oh no, it's not armored, it's that they're defending. Again, not defending enough. Still want that recon, still want that everything. We'll try for a bit of decryption. Jake, why don't the province names show up in Hoi 3? The provinces themselves don't have individual names. I guess cities in them do, but what you're really looking at here are, wow, my incredible ability not to take out some undersupplied surrounded units. That's abhorrent. That just shows how much better their units are than mine. A lot better. Well, you know what? They're going to starve out in those mountains anyway, so I'll leave them be. No, you're not allowed to move from there. To the point where I'm just going to move you guys out. All of you, so you're not part of that plan. Don't think they'll be regaining Org where they are. They're completely out of supply. Good to see my capital is still in the glorious hands of whoever you are. Maybe I should construct a fort there just in case. So the Union of Red Dragon are part of something bigger now. We're not just away on our own merry little adventure. We are tied in with the Soviets in this world war, which is a shame. We would have to beat the Axis in order for me to leave the Comintern and then go on my own merry way. Alright, how are you feeling now? Yeah, not so good, are you? Jake, is Communist China one of the few miners with a leader portrait? Tibet had a leader portrait. Iran has a leader portrait. Iraq certainly does. Oh, this guy! Saudi Arabians. Nobody's messing with their portrait. Unfair advantage. Just give me some land, man. Why you gotta be so stingy? Okay, you done well. Get back in under their glorious command and rejoin. We'll find some holes to punch through yet. In fact, this one looks fairly holy and punch through it. Maybe mountains, but we've got this. Pound them with enough artillery, and down they go. We don't need to get in there though. Which will allow me to move around here and attack into Fars without having to worry about that accursed river. I don't think you'll last much longer though, really. No, you must have regained your capital. Chings, those Soviets. No good. Jake, ask for lands in Japan. Yeah, I don't think any of that is going to be enough. I'm already getting some land here. If only because it's the adjacency to me. Okay, so they want that land back. That's not how it's going to go down. They attack me, exhaust themselves, and then I'm taking them down. Yeah, this is a problem, because that's 10 victory points. It would be a lot better in our control. Alright, Denmark, we'll see if you hold out longer than historically again. Oh, speaking of ahistorically. Germany deciding that they want a war on 3 fronts because 2 isn't quite enough. Well, good luck. So we're continuing to break on through to the other side here. Alright, they've got a bit of backup now though. Maybe that's part of the deal. You fight Denmark, we'll join you. Francisco has decided to join in. Don't know how well that'll work out for them all. Oh, hold on, that puts me at war with them. Never rains but it pours. So we'll be there in 10 hours. I reckon that's faster than these jokers can make it, and we'll be defending in mountains. There stands not a ghost of a chance. But it's give and take along the Soviet-German border. Jake, Greece is winning against Italy. Anybody could win against Italy. They're just liberating Albania. In fact, Yugoslavia still got a touch there. Perhaps they had a unit that was still there when they capitulated? I don't know. What I do know, though, is that I've got an opportunity to ravage this and cut you off at the same